Well, time to do the peach tree. Keep the bugs off so I have peaches. I'll show you step by step everything I do. I loosen this a little bit. Squeeze it. That's a bit too much. I'm trying to go to here, 1 ounce. Close enough. So we got 1 ounce. We're going to go down here and pour it in the barrel. That's it. That's a 1 gallon sprayer. That's all we're going to do. We're going to fill that with water to so high. And then we're going to do a few more things to the peach tree. We'll be right back. Now understand that the permethrin I'm using is very concentrated. It's 36% something. Very rare I can get it off Amazon. I'd love to have a link to Amazon and have the kickback, but very rare I get the 36%. There's one company I buy it at where I get it. I tried to be an affiliate with them, but they turned me down. But I don't really think they have them. I think it wasn't working, to be honest with you. But I'll have a link to that place. I get no kickback or nothing. It's the only place I buy it. It's the same stuff I use on my clothes when I go camping in the summer, or I spray my camping spot. I use it on my fruit trees. I use it around my yard. It's just like the golden juice. Keep it away from cats. When it's wet, it'll kill the cats. And so in that case, when I'm going around the yard, I can only do small sections. I got to kind of sit there on a chair and wait for it to dry, then do a small section because of the way cats are. But there's a few more things I have to do with my peach tree before I can spray it. So let's head on over there. Okay, so let's show you what's going on here. We got some peaches. They're starting to come, as you can see. Okay. Here's where you got to use your common sense. This is a very thin branch, okay? Very thin. You know, you can tell from my fingers. If I allow 2, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, if I allow all these to stay on the actual peach tree, then I'm in trouble. I don't want to do that. You know, so I want to come down here to the end. You see how I got this one here? I want to take this one off. Because that's going to put a lot of weight over there, right? And then I'm going to take this one off. That takes some of the weight out. Then I've only got 2. I take this one off. And as I come up, I usually pull the smaller ones off. Okay? I got 3 there. Probably need to yank another one. So now I got 1, 2, 3, 4 on that branch. You see that? And that's very important. Now the bigger the branch, the less I can yank off. I think they say go an inch or whatever every other one, but that's not what I do. So I got one here really tiny. I'm going to take that off. And I don't need 5 here. That's a lot of weight, right? So again, I'm going to pull the smaller ones off. And we're going to leave 2 there. That's what we're going to do. Again, I got 3 up here. Only need 2 probably, because that is a lot of weight on that branch. I got a bunch up here. Now this serves another purpose. This prevents your branches from breaking, and I had to learn the hard way one year. When you have a whole bunch, it takes a lot of nutrients away from your peaches. Your peaches will get bigger and taste better if you don't have your branch leaning over. And I'm going to take another one. Unless it's too heavy, is what you have. So once you kind of get them thinned out, then you're ready to spray. And then I spray from all over the place, top to bottom. So if you don't do that, your branches will break off. You're going to have tiny peaches. You're not going to get a good sized peach. You know, because think about it. You got all these babies sucking off mama. And it just ain't possible. See, this is a dead branch? Yeah. Which was cut off a while ago. These are dead too, you see? There's no leaves on them. So, some of them I can't reach until I get the big ladder out, which is a little bit of a job. But thin them out and then spray your tree. Now, I go from the bottom and I want it good and wet. Look at the base of that peach tree. Very few people have a big strong base like that, unless there's a worm there already. These things are hell. Tent caterpillars, they'll eat your trees. Now where I cut the trees, you'll see I spray painted it. Keep the bugs out. So I try to soak it down. And do this, where you got 24 hours for this stuff to dry. You don't want, and this branch here is all dead. See how it's dead there? One of these days I'll cut it off. So soak your tree down good. And let that permethrin get everywhere. Now, if you got your son holding the 1 gallon jug and pumping it for you, makes life a little easier. Now I'll give this another coat in a couple weeks, but the first coat, I literally really want to soak it. I don't want no bugs climbing up this tree. I don't want my peaches getting all little worms in them. I should have done this a little bit sooner, but it's okay. I didn't get it too late. So, and you'll notice, if I stand back, you'll notice the center of the peach tree is cut out. I don't have nothing in the center. It's only on the ends. You see that? That's a nice cut. Because now the sun gets in there, the wind gets in there. I mean, it really produces peaches really well that way with your trimmings. All right, I'm going to finish this, but if you got peach trees, this is what I do, and it works out pretty good. So as you can see, taking out the baby peaches, the smallest ones, allows the other ones to grow bigger. If you don't, I didn't do it one year, I just left them, just to see what would happen. The one branch was so heavy, and my wife kept saying, that's going to break. And I was like, oh, it is not. The whole branch broke. What a mess. I had to cut it back. It was more work. You want to make sure you get good amount of weight, proper weight on the branches depending on how big they are. Now, if you miss a few, like you didn't get 3, you didn't take 2 off when you had 3, keep an eye on it, Come out every now and then, look at your peach tree. If you see a branch starting to lean down a little bit too far, you may need to take a couple more off. Don't leave them. Don't say, I want to get as many as I can. You're just going to have all kinds of problems. So, now that I've got the peach tree soaked down, now I'm going to turn around and probably wait a couple weeks, maybe a month, depending on the weather. It depends when I'm looking at the tree. I mean, if I start to see bugs climbing on it, that tent caterpillar, I was like, oh God, I'm glad I started spraying now. They get up there, they'll spray those webs, and you'll end up with hundreds and thousands of little caterpillars coming out. They'll eat your tree, your leaves. I mean, they'll kill your tree. You don't want those. So that's another reason why you should spray and take care of your trees. They're not too bad in Tennessee. Back in Canada, we had them bad there. It was like every second, third tree had those big webs, and it was unbelievable. They'd be dropping on you when you walked into the wilderness. They don't bite or anything. Their fluffiness on them has little spines in them, and that'll poke into your skin and be irritating is all. So don't even touch them with your hands. Make sure you got a pair of gloves or a stick to knock them off the tree. But you should be out there spraying them right now. And like I said, I use permethrin. Some people even use what's called a whitewash on the bottom to prevent bugs from climbing up. I've never done that, but apparently that helps the tree too. All right, I'll catch you guys on the next one.